Flight control is free and correct. Really see the elevator. Hit a little bit. The window. Rudder is good. Primary flight display. Good. No red X's. Same with the engine indicating system. We're all good.
Yep.
Altimeter's already set. And fuel quantity. Still good.
Yep. Half tanks.
No primary control knob. Rich mixture. Rich. No autopilot. Set for takeoff. Good. 1700 RPM. Left. Light drop, back to both. Right. Light drop and back to both. Carb heat on. And amps and volts check. Annunciators check. Throttle control.
Yeah, after you do that carb heat, you can just put it back in.
Okay.
You wouldn't want to forget and take off a carb heat.
Yeah. Let's see. Already did that. Time frequency set. Flight plan done. Squawking 1200. No wing flaps.
And that's where you get a
Nav lights on. Strobe lights on. Go ahead and turn the landing on as well. Parking control knob off. Alright.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll just head out to the north again. We'll climb up to try 3,500 feet. Maybe we'll go a little higher.
Okay.
But, alright, your door, got the latch there?
Yep, good. Clear left.
Alright, that guy's way off the runway, so we're good.
Yep.
Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey taking 15 departing to the north. Metro.
Alright, so again, we kind of have that right crosswind a little bit, so you'll want a little bit of right deflection and your aileron. And then just remember that that right rudder there on takeoff. Put your heels on the floor, that way you're not tapping the brakes at all. And try to watch that right rudder.
Alright, will do. Get on center line here. Heels to the floor, full power. Thanks.
If you need that, just let me know. It's behind you.
Kind of do the same thing, turn crosswind and then go north.
Yep, yeah, we'll kind of exit on a crosswind departure there.
Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey turning crosswind departing to the north. Metro.
We go ahead and turn north.
Yep, yeah, we'll turn. Yeah, we'll go due north for now. speed.
Okay.
Thing climbs pretty well. Shouldn't take too long.
Yeah, it does. A lot smoother than yesterday.
Yeah, it's what I'm thinking. Get a little higher.
Be even better.
Yeah, well, winds aloft are a little higher than forecasted, but as long as it's not gusty. That's what this right here is. So the wind's 280 at 24 knots.
So that arrow will change as we turn? Or is that just...
No, so that's just showing it, well...
Is that from north?
So the arrow, yeah, it'll turn, like showing you about which direction it's coming from.
Okay.
In relation to it. But it's, I mean, if the wind's 290, it's going to be coming from that direction.
Yeah, right.
And then you see this dash line there? That's your track across the ground. So,
so we're getting pushed.
Yeah, so we're getting pushed that way. So if you want to turn left a little bit, kind of crab into the wind, you put that dash line right there on the north, and we'll hold that. Our track will be north. Our heading right now is
340.
Yeah, about 340, but our track is north.
Gotcha.
And you can actually look outside, like look at the ground, and you'll notice. I mean, I can see on my side because we're crabbed into the wind, but I mean we're flying right up 37 right now.
Yeah. There's Connor Prairie down there.
So you'll notice, we'll do slow flight again today. You'll notice kind of, because yesterday we didn't really have any winds up here aloft, but you'll notice that wind kind of pushing you a lot more.
Yeah, because you're so slow.
Yeah, and it'll just kind of make some of the turns, like rolling into the turns and out of the turns, it'll just feel a little different.
Okay.
Up here now.
Very.
Traffic light sports on a 2.5 mile final for 204.
The forecast for the winds aloft was only saying it was about 10 knots.
Yeah.
But clearly that's not the case.
I'm saying 23.
They're not always very correct. They're actually more often than not
Wrong. That's weatherman for you.
Yeah, it's... So we'll get up here and get a little farther north. We'll turn to the west.
Okay.
Enter a slow flight. That's kind of an easier way to kind of get yourself while you're still learning slow flight. And once you're kind of established in it there, I'll have you do some turns and you'll be able to feel that wind blowing you around.
Okay.
We'll note your ground speed too. We got a 24 knot headwind, so our ground speed will probably be down to about the 30 knot range.
Yeah.
So, alright, so we're up to 4,500. Go ahead and give me a turn to the west. Once we're on west, we'll enter slow flight.
Do you want that on here or?
No, so heading of west.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, if they say fly a heading, like if you're ever talking to ATC.
That's up here.
Yep, it's always just fly the heading. They factored in the winds, whatever it blows you to, fly your heading. Alright, so whenever you're ready, go ahead, enter slow flight. Make sure before you get that second notch in that you're below that white arc there on the airspeed, or your flap speed. So just hold that 4,500 and about 50 knots. Alright, why don't you give me a right turn back to the north. Of course, we slow down, the wind said they'd go away. That about. Then we're definitely getting pushed.
Yeah. You can see when you slow down like this, you're a lot more susceptible to being blown off the course there. I don't know if you can look outside, look at the ground. Yeah, it's like we're getting pushed that way.
Yeah.
Kind of funny sight.
Uh-huh. Alright, then we'll turn to the east.
Oh, this will probably be an easy turn. Because we're getting pushed that way, right?
Yeah, it'll kind of try to whip you around a little bit. This is something to kind of keep in mind when you're in the traffic pattern. If we are, if there are more substantial winds, just kind of keep that in mind that it's going to want to push you. So just kind of remember those barbs there. So if you're trying to fly heading and it pushes you back towards the runway, just kind of adjust your pattern as necessary.
Okay.
Alright. Why don't we do a power off stall from the slow flight here. So just power to idle, let the nose come down. Get back to about that 65 if you can.
Get close.
Yeah. Alright, we'll call that good. Just power to idle. Up. Try to hold that heading. Hold. off. There it is. Alright, full power. Alright, then start working out your flaps. Just watch that descent, don't let it go too far down.
Now we're cruising.
Yeah. Yeah, now we got the tailwind. Alright, why don't you get yourself established on the east heading? We'll do a couple steep turns.
And for traffic lights, Ford Plus base 204.
Alright, do you remember how to do these?
Yep. Sitting around 90, right, and then 45 degrees.
Yep, roll right into that 45 degrees.
And hold that altitude.
Yep, make sure you're holding that altitude. And then just make sure you're watching outside.
Alright.
Alright, left or right, your choice. Just maintain that coordination as well. You get all the way to that 45 degrees. There you go. So on that one, you descended a little low, and your rollout was a little late. Just make sure you get right to that 45 degrees and try to hold it there. And then as far as your altitude goes, if you can kind of get it established there, it's a lot better to kind of get it established early, get to that 45 degrees, and get your altitude kind of stabilized. Right. Because that way, as you're making the turn, you're not like constantly chasing it. Because then you'll end up just kind of going up and down, and you'll fall more. So just try to get it established as soon as possible.
Okay.
All right. Number traffic, Gulfstream 19, 11 Whiskey, 2,500. We're 10 miles to the south, southeast for runway 28.
Another one to the left, you said?
Yep, do another one to the left. That feeling in the seat of your pants is fine. That's what you want. That means you're coordinated. In a steep turn like this, you're looking at a little over 1.5 Gs. So you're going to feel yourself.
A little too early.
Yeah, just a little early. Looking at about 30 degrees or so should get you pretty close.
Yeah.
Roll out about the 110, 120 if you're looking at the east. Alright, your altitude is a little bit. Just remember on the rollout, if you did adjust that trim, which it looks like you did, if it's trimmed back too much, you'll balloon there when you roll it out.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try one to the right.
Alright.
Alright, we'll just start it at 4,600.
Okay.
Gulfstream 19, 11 Whiskey, runway 28.
Watch that descent. Alright, so you still kind of let it descend a little bit there.
Yeah.
about 200 feet low.
Airport traffic lights going to base 20 airport.
Alright. Let me do one again. I'll show you.
Your airplane?
My plane. Kind of get back down to 45 here. Alright, about good. Alright, we'll do one to the left. So we're gonna roll right into the left, maybe bump in a little power. Alright, and then once we're established here, just eyes outside. As long as you keep that sight picture looking the same, your altitude will just stay pegged right there at that 4,500. And if you do it right, you notice that little bump there at the end? That's our prop wash. So if you...
so you hit your...
Yeah, you hit your own prop wash as you're going around. Alright, and then we'll do one to the right here. Same thing, just watch your coordination as you're rolling it in. Alright, we're established. Eyes outside. There you go. Alright. Well, let's turn back to west here. Your controls?
My airplane?
Alright.
Go ahead. How do you hear this radio? Excellent, clear.
Alright, so whenever you're ready, we'll use west as our new heading.
Okay.
Try one to either the left or the right, your choice. Alright, so rolling right in, watching that coordination. Alright, so pitch it up just a little bit more. Alright, now eyes outside. Now just, you can see the nose either going below or above the horizon there. If it starts going low, add a little back pressure. Alright, there's west. And then watch the balloon at the end. Alright, that was a lot better. Your rollout was still a little late, but your altitudes was a lot better. Notice once you started keeping your eyes outside, and you can just kind of watch the nose either go below or above the horizon, you can just adjust that way.
Yeah, and then it'll float around 45.
Yep, should be pegged right there. Alright, we'll do another one to the left.
Alright.
Alright. I'll show you a departure stall. So this is going to be a power on.
Okay.
So with the departure stalls, what it's simulating is we're taking off. You just pulled off the runway. We're going full power, and you've just pitched up too much.
Yeah.
I will, I guess, caution you. These ones, it's a much more noticeable brake. Let me get back down to 45 here. So we won't actually do it at full power. You only have to do it at 75% power. That helps a little bit. Otherwise, you end up like almost like 30 degrees nose up, almost 40. It's like substantial.
Yeah.
These airplanes, they're overpowered to the point where it'll just go up.
Yeah.
So same kind of procedure. We'll go to about 2,400 RPMs or so. Just kind of pitch it up. Airspeed will bleed off.
Anchor in traffic, 7911 whiskey, calling up by 19.
The brakes, just nose down. Your power should already be pretty much full, but if not,
Yeah, all the way in.
go all the way in. Alright. So, alright, about 2450, we'll call that good. And the big thing on these is your coordination. Watch that coordination. You don't want to let it fall into a spin.
Yeah, it'll kind of want to feather, won't it?
Yeah. So, yeah. See, it wanted to kind of drop it a little bit.
Yeah, on the right.
Yep. And if it does drop that, don't correct it with the ailerons, correct it with the rudder.
Yeah.
So it dropped a little bit right, so and just a little bit of left rudder there. That was it. Alright, you want to try one?
Yep.
Alright. Your controls?
On aircraft. Get back down to 45.
We'll just start at 5, that's fine.
Okay.
Alright, so we'll go about 2450 or so on the RPMs.
Greenwood traffic, Sky 173, Sierra Kilo, departing the area to the southeast. Greenwood.
And I'll kind of be on the rudders with this one as well. Just try to keep your wings level as you can. There it is. Alright. Yeah, and you'll notice, I mean, it, like you saw, it drops.
Yeah.
It's a noticeable.
Kind of does one of those.
Yeah, so. Alright, let's see, we'll head back, we'll do a couple landings. Alright, so I'll show you kind of how to work this a little bit.
Okay.
It works on either side, so all you gotta do is hit direct to.
Okay, and then...
You can do it that way, or this nearest button.
Okay, and
Since
select
we're
your code.
close. Yep, so just push the cursor, it highlights KUMP, direct, enter,
Activate.
there you go.
And it'll give you a course.
Yep, so, and it'll pop up right there. I already see the airport.
It shows up right here.
Yep.
That's nice.
Go ahead, we'll start down, we're pretty high.
Yeah. Yeah, those power-ons get you climbing. And you don't lose that much when you brake, do you?
No, not a whole lot. Yeah, we'll probably have to
But does this
drop your power.
incorporate for the wind correction, too?
No, so if you just put the dash line, that barb there,
On the...
tip of that arrow,
Okay.
that should hold your heading there. And you can see the airport in front of us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, and then up here, that shows us we're 6.3 miles north of the field.
Okay, you want me to go like give a radio call?
Yep, we're northeast of inbound for 15.
Alright. Metro traffic 162, Tango Whiskey, inbound for landing. We're about 6 miles north of the field. Metro.
Alright. You'll have to chop that power a little more. We'll get that descent going. We're pretty high. You want to circle a little bit so we don't have to dive so fast you can.
Yeah. Do you want, we aren't going to go straight in, are we?
No, we'll enter the pattern again, just kind of...
Do the 45?
Yeah, kind of swing it just outside of 69 there.
Okay.
And kind of loop it back around.
Yeah.
What we've been doing. just remember when you're below that green arc, get that carb heat in.
And Meg, would it be alright to go out here? That way we can get into that 45
Yeah.
descend.
Give us a little more room to
Yeah.
kind of protect your ears.
This Geist?
Yep. Yeah, the power-ons are definitely, I won't say riskier, but they make you gotta pay attention a lot closer, because you don't.
Yeah, especially on the ball.
Yeah, you gotta watch the ball, and that's, I mean, we had the ball pretty much centered up, and it's still,
Yeah,
as you saw, it kind of wanted to break a little bit, so.
Yeah, I'm a bigger fan of power off.
Yeah, yeah, it's real important there to watch to just feel your coordination, more or less. And you don't want to really be dancing around on the rudders too much, because any kind of abrupt, change there, you can kind of get yourself a little sideways. So.
What's that light? That's not a plane, is it?
I think it's just a reflection off a building.
Okay, yeah. Doesn't look like it's moving, so.
Yeah.
Should I go ahead and call our 45, or you think we'll have to do a loop?
You can say 45.
Okay.
Fine.
Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey inbound 45 415 Metro.
Yeah, so here we're kind of almost more at a 90. You wanted to swing it left just a little bit to kind of bring it down on 45, you could if you're looking for a little more room.
Yeah.
There they are. Any other traffic in the area?
I haven't heard anything.
No, I haven't heard anybody. As you can see here, these winds are kind of screwing with our pattern a little bit. Just like you're not going to have perfect headings on your.
Kind of an extended downwind.
Yeah, well.
We'll have plenty of base.
Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey turning base 15 Metro.
That for notch of flaps. And we'll just use 2 notches.
Again,
yeah, we'll try that. Remember that rudder there at the end? Have a little bit of crosswind from the right. Keep that in mind.
Oscar Whiskey, turning final 15 Metro.
Alright, get that last one. Second notch of flaps in. Alright, so we get that aileron to kind of dip our wing into the wind. Use that rudder there to keep us straight. Alright, power to idle.
I had to kick that crab out at the end.
Yeah, if it ever, no. Yeah, they don't work.
Yeah.
Alright, so do our after.
Sorry. My way. So we're strobes off and landing off, right?
Yep. Get your trim back to takeoff, and then just lean it a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, you wanna go do a couple more?
Sure.
Probably a good idea. So if it ever gets real squirrely like that on you, and you're, especially when you're by yourself, you don't like that. I mean, feel free to go around.
Yeah.
That one there, probably close, because what you don't want to happen is to balloon up like that real bad, and then just stall and slam down.
Right.
I mean, the gear on this plane's not like, you don't want to slam it down. I mean, it'll take it, but
Right.
kind of got tiny, small tires.
Some Cub tires.
Yeah, something. But yeah, and the way the wind ends up coming on this end of the runway here, you see all these trees that just kind of, our runway is like right inside all these really high trees. So what ends up happening is we get a bunch of just turbulence.
Right.
Pretty much right there on short final. I'm sure you saw.
Oh yeah.
It's just a lot of the eddy currents and stuff coming off of the trees. Right now the wind's kind of coming from this way, but still it just kind of disrupts that airflow enough that you'll notice on final there.
speed's in, right?
Yeah, we want it off.
Alright.
So make sure bridge, lights on. Our trim, we're good. Alright.
Good, alright.
Final looks clear, base looks clear.
Metro traffic, 162 Tango Whiskey, taking 15, staying in the pattern, Metro.
Steady right rudder there, try to hold that center line. There you go, that was better. Yeah, I mean, you don't need to hold it on the ground too long. I mean, you can start that rotate. Because the longer we're on the ground, the longer it's going to just kind of
Push you.
start getting squirrely there. Because that wheel on the front just has no authority. So as soon as it wants to fly, let it. It's easier to control in the air than it is on the ground.
Right.
This airplane at least.
Traffic 162 Tango Whiskey, turning crosswind 15 Metro. Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey, turning downwind 15 Metro.
Watch that climb.
Yeah.
Stop at 1800 there.
Almost to that white arc. No.
Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey, turning base 15 Metro.
The same applies. Pitch for airspeed, power for altitude.
County traffic, Cherokee 52 Tango, 10 miles southwest for left traffic and runway 26. Metro traffic, 162 Tango Whiskey, turning final 15 Metro.
Yep. Nose come down. when you can.
Yeah, stall and.
Yeah. Let's do one more. Just put the flaps up. Alright. We'll just take off again.
Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey on the go, 15 Metro.
Alright.
Pull that car bead.
So if you have any kind of crosswind, which we have a slight one from the right, you want that upwind wheel to touch first.
Okay.
So that's why, I mean, you don't want to dip it too far down, but keep that right wing a little lower. That way it won't blow you off the center line.
Okay.
So bad.
Metro traffic 4515, Quebec departing 15 Metro.
Alright, we'll go ahead and turn.
And county traffic 652 Tango 5 Southwest.
Want to get hit by it?
Yeah.
Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey turning crosswind 15 Metro.
He's a tad bit faster than that.
Just a tad bit.
Just a bit.
Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey turning downwind 15 Metro.
Just sitting there.
Alright, so you got your 1800. That's good.
There he goes.
Yep.
Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey turning base 15 Metro.
Go.
Metro traffic on Cessna 4515 back and forth to the west. Metro traffic 162 Tango Whiskey turning final 15 Metro. 652 Tango enter left downwind runway 26 round up.
That powered idle. Alright, fly the airplane down to the runway and then just catch the flare there at the end. Let it come down, round it out, slowly hold that back pressure. Much better.
That one was a lot better.
Yeah,
I could kind of tell when I was coming in on final it'd be better.
yeah. Good approaches make good landings.
Helps.
Yeah, you wanna, I mean, we're not flying 747s here, so you're not gonna be flaring real high. You're not gonna fly the flare into the ground.
Right.
You're gonna fly the airplane down to the ground.
And then flare a little bit.
Yeah, just flare just a little bit. And these things have a tendency to float. They'll get real nose high in a flare if you let them. So you pretty much just fly the airplane down to the runway. Once you can tell that you're pretty close, you're gonna transition your eyes down the runway. That'll help you hold that center line, and then you're just kind of using your peripherals to just hold it off. You're not really. It's not really so much of a like flare. You're just pretty much holding that nose high.
Yeah, just
a little bit, just so the mains touch
just
first.
so it's not a 3-point landing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright.
So flaps, carve, lights, trim, a little bit. Alright, then lean it out just.
That feels good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Gonna put it next to Mike Echo.
Yeah, that's fine. My way just a little. Alright, now straighten it out. There you go.
A little bit farther.
That'll work.
Starbeat off, wing up, strobe lights off. Alright, parking brake set. Throttle idle, electrical equipment off. Ionics master twitch.
Thank you. Did you already get the engine hours?
Yep.
Oh, sweet.
Down below about 25 to 3, it's getting pretty bumpy, but we got up to 45 and it was like glass.
It was nice.
Well, I mean, you guys should be alright.